Hey, good morning. So today I'm working more on my stock market model in Python. Let's go over the structure of what the model will look like. So we have what I'm working on right now is this return predictor. It should work on any stock. And so in this data set, um, let's see. So I'm in the middle of this file. Let me show how many entries the data set has. It has about 16,000. Lens sample data. Oh, so that's the top 500 stocks. So has data, sample data. Oh, len all data. Len all data. Yeah, so that's the number of entries, but there's something like 16,000 stocks, and then there's what, 26 million rows. Um, so out of the 16,000 stocks, lots of those are penny stocks, lots of those are just random noise, and we want to avoid both of those. So what I'm going to do is sort them by market cap and go through each month for the first of each month, get the or sorry, not market cap, get the top 50% of stocks by volume, and that should cut out penny stocks by dollar volume. Um, if we only did share volume, it'd probably be mostly penny stocks. But get the top 50% by dollar volume. Um, and then from that, get the top 500 or 1,000, um, which are furthest from zero point 0.5 for this, what's it called again? The exponent, Hurst exponent. And so Hurst exponent of 0 means that it's strongly mean reversion. When it deviates from the mean, you can trust it to return to the mean. Hurst exponent of 1 means that it's trending in a direction. And so obviously your strategies would be different. Mean reversion, if you get a drop to the mean, then you want to if you drop well below the mean, the standard deviation of returns, then you want to buy because you can rely on that it's going to return to the mean. If something's trending one way or another, then it's following a general trend. And so, and then if it's 0.5, it's just random noise. So we don't want to train the model on random noise. We want to train the model on either trending stocks or mean reversion stocks, but either way, things that are predictable. Um, and so that's the logic I'm applying here. Last night I wrote this script. I added to the script, and now I'm I have to think about what to do next. So, what do we have right here? Top 10. So if we do prev month data, dot group by account symbol of dollar volume dot mean. So maybe we'll leave this stuff off, and let's just see what this looks like. You can tell them that I've been from hell and back. When the heat is on. Oh, oh yeah, that's charging. Okay, so now let's look at top 10. There's 4,000 stocks in the top 10. So we're grouping by account symbol. What does group by do? Let's take this out. Oh, real quick, we have to, so the purpose of this is twofold. One thing, I'm trying to build this Python strategy for picking stocks, but I'm also tracking my trades. So I'm betting on Bitcoin to go down. Um, I'll just go over that really quick for maybe the next 10 minutes or so. Where did I put the Bitcoin trade document? So basically, Bitcoin does this thing where it spikes. It has a reliable cycle. So I've put three categories here. There's the all-time high we see happens every 4 years: end of 2013, end of 2017, end of 2021, end of 2025. The local minima. So it hits the high, makes a new all-time high, it peaks, and then it falls. And it falls for a while until it hits the local minimum, which is beginning of 2015, about a year later, end of 2018, a year later, end of 2022, a year later, and end of 20. Oh, and that's the pattern that's happened so far. And then the return to the previous all-time high. So it makes a new all-time high, it dips down, and then it returns to that all-time high. And when that happened was December 2016, November 2020, November 2024, and November 2028. November 2024. So in white, the white entries are everything that's happened. Now, if we assume, my assumption here is that the pattern's going to continue, and so I'm assuming that it's going to reach the local minima once again in December of 2026. So I bought a put on BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Oh, and I did a price analysis. If BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is, I guess that's in the Excel file. If BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF if Bitcoin goes to 69,000, so the other thing is, if you look at the ratio of the local minima to the previous, to the all-time high from the cycle before, it goes from 6 to 4 to 1. And so if we put Bitcoin at $69,000, then we assume I am assuming sometime at the end of this year, it's going to drop down to 69,000. I think that's a conservative estimate because in the last cycle it was 1, the ratio was 1. And so assuming it's been dropping every cycle. And so I think that's indicating a sort of logarithmic thing. If that isn't, it should be going below 1 if I'm assuming that this log trend is continuing, although this looks linear, but it can't go below 0 or the price would be negative. So I'm assuming this is linear or logarithmic, and should be below 1. And so a conservative assumption is that it will be 1 again. It will stay at 1. And so the other thing it could be is a parabola. But I don't know. I think that's unlikely. And so if it does hit 69,000, then here's an analysis of what the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF should be, 42.5. So what I did is I bought a put on Bitcoin at 45. So $45 strike price. So if Bitcoin really is plummeting, whenever it's it's to expire on June 27th. So the goal is to sell that by the end of this year. And then I also sold a put on inverse Bitcoin. So strike expiration return. And my strategy is to do this every month, sell a put on inverse Bitcoin until October. So the last one will be, I guess I'll purchase the last one in September, to expire October 20th. So I have to look at my phone to see what I purchased. So the goal of this is twofold. The goal of these streams is twofold. One purpose is to build this Python model, which will make stock predictions. And the other purpose is to make myself accountable for my trades. So I'm going to detail the trades here, and then explain how they perform. So the put on IBIT, which is the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. I'm tracking this every day. So today, and I'm doing the price at market open. So when the market opened at 6:30, the price was 768. And Bitcoin value at 5:30. Sorry, 6:30 West Coast time. $6:30 was 89,415. Oh man, those don't automatically update. That's stupid. How do I do that? Insert recommended charts. I want 2 y-axes. Is that possible? Okay. Then I'm also selling puts on inverse Bitcoin. So this is a contract to, what's the strike? $4. I've sold a $4 put, which expires on February 20th, and I got a $55 credit for it. And the return right now is 0. Okay. So that's tracking that. I'll track that every day. And the purpose of that's to hold myself accountable for my trades. Okay, so back to this. I need a data frame with which shows the average dollar volume over the previous month for each stock. Oops. Let's add the file. No, that's not an error. Prev year is year if month isn't one. Otherwise, it's year minus one. Fix the loc filter to use the prev month. Okay, no. Add copy. Okay, then what's this called? Average dollar volume. Okay, so we get a dollar volume for each count symbol. Oh. Guess I want that too. Average dollar vol df. Okay. Good. So now we want to get the ETFs, which is in what? The price data? Is ETF. So It's in symbol. Is ETF is equal to okay, and then save it. Okay, I'm gonna put some music on. When the heat is on, I fire back. Baby, 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 baby. No more than one. Baby, 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 baby. Oh, I forgot I have to put a comment in here. I'm making the world feel some. me put a comment in the chat. Say thanks for watching. I work on this analysis every day. Subscribe if you'd like to follow along. I gotta up the ante. Sweeter than pieces of candy. I could shoot, but I could never dribble. With stones and crystals. Control my issues. No casket or no prison cell. Like I miss Adele. Baby, 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 baby. That's just 10 of these. Crime family like the Genovese. You don't want drama, capiche. Just like Muhammad Hadid. That's such a sick line. My house is full of supermodels just like Muhammad Hadid. That's just 10 of these. Crime family like the Genovese. You don't want drama, capiche. My house is full of supermodels just like Muhammad Hadid. You niggas my comic relief. Alright, so let's look at what the data looks like. Jeez. Spoiler alert. The second act is tragic. Asking what happened. Oh, I forgot it's feather, so we just have to read it. Amongst immortal men. That's not working, I don't think. I think it's just getting every symbol. On a classic, that's just 10 of these. Crime family like the Genovese. You don't want drama, capiche. My house is full of supermodels just like Muhammad Hadid. And you know the summer nights with me. And you know the summer nights with me. And you know the summer nights with me. First nightmare, it's my first night here. And this girl right here, who knows what she knows. So I'm going through a phone if she go to the bathroom. Where is ETF? You want no problems. Bottom 6 is a chains that make me a king. But it's whatever. Somebody gonna make it a thing. On me and my fucking team. Come on. This isn't loading for some reason. like Halloween decorations, I know. Never the float out. They know I run that. Claim that whenever. Of either Marley or Hendrix. So those are the ones I count on that diss me or overlook me. Lord knows, I'm heavy, I got my weight up. Very, very scary, like shit you'd see in a movie. Summer nights with me, and I know the summer nights with me. Oh, we want SETF equals 1. Yeah. No red bottom boss. Oh. I don't know what's taking so long here. Did I not save this? Yeah, why isn't this working? Maybe I have too many things open. Let me go through and close stuff real quick. Yeah, I have a gajillion things open. Just a sec. I'm gonna go through and close everything. Alright, we don't need that. We do want that. And then On the screen I'm not sharing, I have all sorts of crap. Two times for you. Key error is ETF. Stocks.symbol where oh, right, is data, and two times for you, one time for the city, and two times for you. Okay, I finally got everything exited out of. So let's go in. So that broke, but we should still be able to view the data. Got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. Got out of bed at all, and morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. And my home phone at the bottom. Man. And I can't see it all, and even if I could. All right, so about a third of them are ETFs. You just said no. He wants to be just like you, man. He likes you more than I do. I ain't that mad, though. I just don't like being lied to. You said if I write you, you would write back. He used to always cheat on my mom and beat her. What you saying in your song? So when I have a shitty day, I drift away and put 'em on, 'cause I don't really got shit else, and that shit helps when I'm depressed. Alright. So that's reasonable. Now, else ETF data equals, and let's put it in my tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. Morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall. ETF data equals pd.read feather, and we want to read data slash through the air of the night about that guy who could have saved that other guy from drowning but didn't. ETF stop feather. TF dot account symbol dot unique. Think about it. She's gone cold, I'm wondering why ETFs equal, I'll call it ETF list. No, let's just call it ETFs. Equals ETF data dot account symbol dot unique. So here data, all data of all data dot account symbol not in df dot account symbol dot unique. Now I have a list of ETFs in line 44. How do I remove these from the data? Hey, yo, the flyest motherfucker in the room. Yeah, you know it's me. Bitches hating on him because he started out here locally. I'll be at the top soon. Sipping cartridge, you know how much you love it when you get it in abundance. Ride through the city in a cutlass. Find a big butt, bitch. df dot account symbol dot unique. So this should be about 2/3 of the data. We win. You can take the loser draw. Yep. So 16,000 total. Oh no. Oh yeah. 4,000 is about a quarter. Right. Len of df dot account. Never met the kid. 6,000. So there are 18,000 something total stocks. Tell a bitch that she better bring a friend. She better bring a pen. Yeah. So that works. You can take the loser draw. Take over the world, watch these haters get mad. That's why all my bitches bad. They see this crazy life I have. It's a wrap. Motherfuckers think they know me, but they never met the kid. My heart run up and being nervous sometimes. I'm thinking God made me special here on purpose, so all the while. With the boats with the fire. Have you ever heard of some shit so real? And if I die before I wake. Okay, so top 50, 6.4 E plus 9, 1.9 E plus 9, 1.7 E plus 9, 1.74 E plus 9, 1.72 E plus 9. Average dollar vol dot dollar vol plus an in disguise, but I am not hiding who I am. Open your eyes, bruh. Appreciate the love, yo, girls. That average dollar vol df. If you recognize real. So if we want to get the top half, len of average dollar So in pre-month data, the funeral, So I'm ready for them. Tuition is handled by some random nigga who live in Atlanta. All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Or they go to Georgia State where top half is equal to average. Or they go to Georgia State where average dollar DF. Average dollar vol DF dot head. So we're going to get the top. Could make for better pictures. DF dot head of, so we want to show int of len of average dollar vol DF. Get the fuck up out my dressing room, confusing me with records. Do you love this shit? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Okay, so now we've got the top half. And I say, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Fucking right, alright, oh yeah. $34.56. So, oh, top half. Yeah, so that does. It's not gonna be. Oh no, that should be. We're getting. Do you love this shit? So top half. Why would that be the top half? And I say, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. $6.93. I don't understand this at all. Just to cut corners. What is this song? Oh, Chance the Rapper. Got big shoes to fill like we're trying to go bowling. And I'm on the way to the fam, okay. And I'm a man on way. And in the land where the fam gon' play. To the fam gon' play. Tomorrow you suck. Land in the land where the fam gon' stay. To the fam, okay. It's land in the land where the fam gon' stay. Grind all day to the fam, okay. Land in the land where the fam gon' stay. Grind all day to the fam, okay. I'm confused on what's going on. So when you did reset index, pandas assigned indices 0 to 348, 34, 55 based on the alphabetical order. Land in the land where the fam gon' stay. Grind all day to the fam, okay. Grind all day to the fam, okay. That's what I don't get. So don't let them take control. It's one thing you do. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. One thing's for sure. If you ain't aim too high. Okay, so oh, I forgot to send that prompt. Oh, oh. Oh. Things between us don't get better. You know, man after me. Like boundaries. Okay, so we have the top half. I forgot. So we don't need to get the top half and then do more filters. I want to look at how these three different filters perform. So first we have just getting the top 2000 volatility, but that's too many, so I'm just going to get the top 1000. And then I'm going to test with volatility filter plus Hurst exponent. And then I'm going to test with volatility filter, Hurst filter, and Dickey-Fuller stationarity filter. So top 1000 equals this. With the head, I just want to put 1,000. Dot reset index drop is equal to true. So when we reset the index, drop it. Drop the old index. So now we have top 1,000. Okay, and then we want to say top 1,000 names equals top 1,000 dot account symbol. Then we're going to say months dot append so maybe I could make data for indices and put it on my GitHub. Maybe that would be useful to people. Months dot append function string, and we just want to say month. So is it not doing this? So why isn't it adding that? Nothing's defined. Oh. Oh. Cool. So this works. Now let's say okay, then let's do start month is 1/2012, end month is 12/2025. I'm infinite. Okay, now we want to see all the data. So let's watch this run. It's going pretty fast considering we only have to do this once. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else this stream. Next stream, I'm going to check on it to see how that performs. Let's add a new slide. So the next step is so this is getting close to done. Let's okay, then let's go look at the universe data real quick. What I call it? Data / universe data dot feather. Good. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for now. I gotta walk my dog, eat breakfast, and go to work. Thanks for watching. I do this every day. If you're interested in following along, subscribe. That's basically it. Adios.